Hey everyone, welcome back to the Whole Lotta Nerd channel, and we have made it to the very end of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the series. Yes, there is no season 2, it's only season 1, there's only one season, thus that's it, that's the series. What did I think of this series? Okay. It's a whole lot better than The Mandalorian. And apparently, I haven't seen Book of Boba Fett, but apparently it's a tons better than Book of Boba Fett. I'll admit, there were a lot of good episodes, but what I think this series proved, it so painstakingly, this show proved that stormtroopers are useless. So, man, an episode. Which one were they? Episode 4 and episode 5. You can prove it basically the show proved that stormtroopers are pointless because in episode 4, there's that laughable escape scene where technically 2 stormtroopers are literally manhandled. Like all manhandled in the sense that like they were punched and then shot and got away. That's it. And it's just laughable how in episode 5 they cannot hit anything. And they have to get super close to someone to eventually hit them. That's horrible. That's just bad. But aside from all that, I mean, what we really wanted to see in this was a little bit more history on Obi-Wan, and we got to see Darth Vader actually be Darth Vader, which, what was it, episode 3, you see Darth Vader have no mercy to anyone, and see, that is Darth Vader. I mean, Darth Vader is a villain. You're supposed to fear him, or hate him. Yes, he is in pop culture considered, more of an anti-hero, I guess. I mean, in pop culture, everyone loves Darth Vader because, he looks cool, he's menacing. But if you really think about it, he is a villain, man. He's supposed to do villainous things. And you really didn't see all that much in the original trilogy, aside from the occasional choke. But in this, you saw a choke and a crack of the neck. So that's what this show proved, that Darth Vader is a villain, and that's great, awesome. We got to see a little bit more of Obi-Wan, a little bit of his backstory, but it was more of him being reluctant to even help at the beginning. Ultimately, he does help. He's helping, Princess Leia as a little kid, that mission. But ultimately, the showdown at the end, and full spoilers, if anything, for all of this, the showdown at the end between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, although it was great, it was awesome, really, really cool. I mean, the show doesn't have stakes. It doesn't have stakes because we know how all these people end up. We know that Obi-Wan Kenobi is gonna become a nomad, basically. We know that Darth Vader is gonna survive and he's just gonna be sulking in his anger. We know Princess Leia is not gonna get hurt because she's gonna grow up eventually to call upon, Obi-Wan Kenobi. So there's no stakes. And especially in the very last episode, when ex-Inquisitor Reva, when she goes after Luke, I keep thinking of him as Mark Hamill. When she goes after Luke, young Luke, why? Why would we do that? I mean, they're only doing it just because they're trying to make the character have a redemption arc. But was it needed? I don't think so. I mean, it was kind of pointless, because we know Luke is gonna survive. So, what was the point of this show? If anything, just to fill in gaps. It wasn't to progress the story forward in any way, or to maybe progress the show outward. None of that was in this. It was just, all right, well, this is the adventure that we never saw of Obi-Wan. I mean, the show was cool, it was good, but it's not the best thing in the world. You know, and sadly, it's just a show. You know, it's just a filler show that had pretty cool, lightsaber, battles and so forth. I will say, how people hating Christensen for his original portrayal of, Anakin in the prequels. I mean, he's cool here when you see him a little bit. He's cool. It does bring redemption to a lot of actors who got shit on for the prequels. They get a redemption here. But ultimately, it's a hollow show. It really is a hollow show. But it was fun. I mean, it was fun to, have this. To be honest, this show brought me back from my disgust for The Rise of the Skywalker. This show, I mean, I have that. That's why I've had issues with The Mandalorian. It just came out a little too soon after the bad taste that movie left. So it's taken me a while to go back into the Star Wars universe. But this show eased me back in, and it was cool. It was great. It was comfortable. It was nostalgic. But that's all it was. It doesn't do much, because again, we know how all these characters will end up in episode 4. So, what would I rate this? If I had to rate the entire series, I mean, I guess I don't want to be too hard on it, but I mean, if I have to, because of the question, does it do anything for the series? And it really doesn't. So I guess I would say maybe a B-, a B- for the whole show. I'll say it was fun, it was cool to watch, but it just wasn't enough to fulfill or bring new intrigue to this. So, but that's what I think. But what did you guys think? Did you enjoy every episode? Did you feel that there were some episodes that were like, okay, whatever, or I don't know, maybe this was the best show you've ever seen of a Star Wars in the Star Wars universe? Whatever it is, comment below, like, subscribe, share it. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.